Hey everyone, it's Jody here. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about how to balance your business and where to spend your time. So I know when I first started coaching, um, this is what I wanted to do all day, every day, and it really was consuming my life. My husband was always yelling at me, and I found that I wasn't as much as I thought I was doing work. I was basically just like surfing the internet or talking to friends, and I was never kind of getting to anything that was helping me to build my business. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about 5 things that you need to be doing every day in order to build your business. And if you do these things right, you only need to spend an hour a day building your business. But with that being said, if you want to grow your business faster, then maybe you'll do some of these things more than once a day. So you can maybe spend 2 hours a day or an hour and a half or whatever kind of fits what your goals are. And you can work with your upline about that to try and figure out kind of where you might want to spend a little bit more time. So the first one is make sure you do your workout every day. So how many of us are doing 22-minute hardcore? 22 minutes a day, that's awesome. I know I personally don't have time to do an hour workout every day. So 22 minutes, check, that one's done. Number 2, make sure you're doing your personal development. So you can actually read a book or you can do it on your phone. So I know most of us are really busy. We have other jobs. We might be moms. We have a lot going on in our lives. So you can do it when you're driving to work, when you're walking your dog, when you're brushing your teeth or in the shower in the morning, whatever it is. Find 15 minutes and focus on that. This is one that I actually am not very good at, or staying on track with, and I honestly find that when I fall off track with this, I fall off track with a lot of things. So this is really important. So make sure that you do personal development. Number 3 is inviting in new relationships. For PD, 15 minutes a day. That's all it has to be. So number 3, inviting in new relationships. So this is where you're going to be sending your invites, adding new people to your contact list, using that Power of 3 tracker that we talked about earlier in the group. So make sure you're doing that. This is the one where I get sucked into the Facebook scroll. So do not do that. Do not get sucked into that. That's something that I'm working on where I'm trying to just don't distract myself. So if you sit down, concentrate, do it for 10 minutes. So one thing that I've actually started doing is I set a timer on my phone that I said for 10 minutes, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to pay attention to anything else. That seems to be helping me, but that might not work for you. So just a suggestion. So inviting and doing new relationships, 10 minutes. Social media posts. So I know, especially if you're a new coach, this can be something that's scary and you don't kind of know where to begin. So don't overthink it. Make sure that you're adding value to people. So yes, sweaty selfies are great, but maybe add something about your workout or how you've improved over the past few months or whatever it might be. So just make sure that you're not just throwing things up there with no value. Again, take 10 minutes, do that post. I actually schedule some of mine out because I'm a stay-at-home mom with 2 girls, and even if I have things, it always goes awry, and then I don't get it done, and then I'm scrambling and I don't add value, or I have a ton of grammatical errors and my husband yells at me. So social media, make sure that you're adding value is the most important thing. And then check in with your group. So it should only take 10 minutes. You shouldn't be spending a ton of time. I'm sure you guys know how to do that. I actually do it twice a day. I do once in the morning and once at night or evening, whatever time works best for me. Again, only spend 10 minutes. You don't have to comment on every single post. I personally tend to look for my challengers. If there's something that seems to kind of strike me, obviously I'll post on that. If there's a recipe that looks really good, I'll say, can I have that? Things like that. So if you do your workout, your PD, your invites, your social media, and you're posting to groups, again, that's 100. That's 1 hour and 7 minutes. So it's not a ton of time that you need to spend to do that. As I mentioned, if you want to grow faster, maybe you spend a little bit more time inviting and building new relationships with people, and make sure you're following up with everyone that you've talked to and things like that. But again, this doesn't need to take over your life, and do not get sucked into the Facebook feed. I think we've all been guilty of that at one point in time, and maybe still be. So make sure that you're smart with your time, because Summer Tucker once said, all in doesn't mean all the time. So just remember, you don't need to do this business 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to be successful. I'm sure Courtney and Rachel can tell you how much time that they spend doing it, and that they're not doing it all the time. They're unplugging, they're spending time with their family, and they're getting to enjoy what they've built in the business because they've been good with their time. So, hope this was helpful. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.